Find a place where you can be still for a while. Settle into your chair or onto the floor. Let your hands come to rest, palms open. Allow your eyes to close gently. Feel the solid support beneath you. Notice where your body makes contact. The weight of your feet on the ground. The length of your spine. And begin to notice your breathing. Not to change it. Just to feel its natural rhythm. The gentle rise as the breath enters. The soft fall as it leaves. With each exhale, a sense of settling. A little deeper into your own support. Now bring a quiet curiosity to your shoulders. Are they holding any weight they might release? You might invite them to soften. Just an inch. Let that softness travel down your arms, into your hands, and into your fingers. Bring that same gentle attention to your face, the space between your eyebrows, your jaw, your eyelids, a softening like a sigh held within the skin. Now listen to the sounds already in the room. The closer sounds of your own breathing. The more distant sounds from the world outside. Simply notice them. Let them be there. Without needing to follow them anywhere. And with your next breath, let the listening turn inward. To the quiet that rests beneath the sounds. Your awareness now like a pool of clear, still water. Settling in its own depth. And as you rest here, a new sensation arrives. Not in the room, but within this quiet you've made. A subtle change in the air against your skin. A coolness. Clean and faintly damp. As if a window has been opened onto a very early morning. The quality of the silence begins to shift. It feels older, hushed and waiting. carrying within it the memory of night and the first faint promise of light. You might notice a scent, earthy green, of whetstone and crushed leaves. And if you listen into this new quiet, a sound almost not a sound at all, a soft, papery rustling, far away and yet right here. It asks for nothing. It simply repeats. A gentle, shifting whisper. Your breath begins to find its own rhythm alongside it. No longer just your breath, but part of a larger, slower tide of air. In and out. The coolness on your skin feels precise now. A delicate boundary between the warmth of your body and the fresh damp of this new space. Every sense is softening, adjusting, like eyes growing accustomed to a gentle grey dawn. You are not going anywhere. You are simply arriving. Here, in this quiet that holds you. A space is opening around you. Not an empty space, but a space full of a particular, patient kind of attention. An attention that is ready to see what is already here. To listen to what is already sounding. To feel what is already touching the skin. The ordinary world about to become extraordinary. In its own quiet way. You are poised at its threshold, breathing, listening, ready to step forward into this quiet. And let the space around you gather its details. You are standing on a smooth grey stone floor, worn smooth by time and weather. The air holds a cool dampness against your cheeks. And before you, a screen of bamboo. Tall, slender poles, crossed into a delicate lattice, and behind it, the soft shifting green of the living grove. Now, let your eyes soften as they look down to the floor at your feet, where the first light of morning passes through that lattice. It casts a pattern, a precise geometry of shadow and pale light, lines that intersect, creating shapes that are neither square nor diamond, but something in between. Simply rest your gaze there, on this lacework of light. Notice how it is not still. It quivers as the bamboo behind the screen trembles in a breath of air. A shadow's edge softens. A bright fragment shrinks, then grows. There is no story here. Only this subtle, endless change. Watch it as you might watch the surface of a stream. Seeing without analyzing. Noticing without naming. And now a new layer arrives. A sound, distinct from the constant, papery rustle. A single, clear note. Plink. It comes from the left. A drop of leftover rain released from a leaf. Finding a stone. Then another. Plock. This one is deeper. It has found a puddle. Listen for the next. Tap on a broad leaf. Each one is a solitary event, perfect in its timing, irregular in its rhythm. Let each one be an invitation to return to this moment, to this floor, to this pattern of light that still dances before you. If your attention has drifted into thought, the next clear drop will call it back. Plink. Here. Now. And within this duet of shifting light and random sound, bring your attention to a single stalk of bamboo, one among many. See how it leans just slightly to the right. Its movement is almost imperceptible. A slow sway. A patient return. Let your breath find that same rhythm. A gentle leaning out with the inhale. A soft return with the exhale. No need to force it. Simply allow the breath to be paced by this quiet, living metronome. For a few moments, let these three things hold your awareness. The trembling lattice of light on stone. The occasional, clarifying note of a falling drop. The slow sway of the single stalk breathing with you. They exist together. Order and randomness. Intention and accident. All held within the cool, damp air of this morning. All happening now. And now. And now. There is nowhere else for your attention to be, except right here. Watching, listening, feeling. A part of the scene, and the one who perceives it. Both at once. And as you rest in this balance, a final detail reveals itself. There, where the stone dips slightly, a shallow puddle no larger than your hand. Its surface is perfectly still, and within it a perfect miniature reflection. A precise section of the pale morning sky, and a single dark line of the lattice above. It holds the image without distortion, without comment. It simply receives and reflects. For as long as the water remains undisturbed, let your own awareness feel like that. Clear, receptive, undisturbed, reflecting exactly what is placed before it. In this quiet courtyard of the mind, the light on the stone is not just light you see. It is light you are within. The cool air on your skin is not just air you feel. It is the courtyard breathing against you. And the sound of the drop is not a sound you hear. It is the moment ringing. Let the last distance between you and this place dissolve. You are the lattice, and the shadow it casts. You are the space between the bamboo stalks, through which the morning streams. Feel how your attention is no longer a beam you direct, but a field you are. A wide, receptive field, holding the trembling geometry of shadow, holding the silence between drops, holding the slow arc of the swaying stalk. All at once, without selection. The plink on stone sounds within your own stillness. The shift in the pattern happens within your own awareness. There is no observer here. Only the observed observing itself. The puddle that reflects the sky is the nature of your mind now. Undisturbed. Taking the exact shape of what appears. A cloud passes. The reflection holds a soft grey. The bamboo sways. A dark line trembles in the water. No comment is added. No story begins. It is simply known. In this way, know the rustling. Know the cool damp. Know the faint scent of wet earth. They are not other. They are the substance of this moment. And you are the knowing of it. A single, seamless event. the straight, human-laid line of the path meets the wild, random growth of bamboo. And in your awareness, there is no conflict. Only a single, complete picture. Intention and chaos, held in the same quiet glance. Let even the words fade now. Let the experience be wordless. Pure sensation. Pure presence. Light. Shadow. Sound. Silence. Coolness. Stillness. Breath. Sway. Reflection. Space. All one thing. And you are that one thing. Aware of itself. For a long moment, rest here. As the puddle rests. As the stone floor rests. As the bamboo rests in its gentle, endless sway. There is nothing to find. Nothing to understand. Only this clarity. This simple being in the heart of the ordinary. A profound order reveals itself. Not in the pattern, but in the attention that holds it. Not in the sound, but in the silence that receives it. You are seeing the nature of your own attention. Clear. Spacious. Untangled. A mirror receiving the morning. And this seeing is the knowing. It requires no thought. It is already complete. As complete as the next falling drop. Plock. Here. Now. And now. In this endless, quiet now, and so the light on the stone begins to soften. The sharp lines of the lattice shadow grow faint, blending back into the grey of the floor. The rhythm of the falling drops slows. Longer pauses stretch between each clear note. Plink. Then silence. Then perhaps one more. The bamboo sways with your breath one last time and comes to rest. Hold this quiet completeness for a moment. This sense of wholeness you have inhabited. And now, very gently, invite your awareness to turn. Not away from this piece, but to include more of yourself. Begin to feel the shape of your body again. The hands resting open. The feet on the floor. The breath moving in your chest. Your own breath. Familiar and steady. The cool, damp air of the courtyard blends now with the air of the room around you. The scent of wet leaves and stone fades into the background. Yet the quality of attention remains. That clear, receptive stillness. That mirror-like quality of mind. It is not left behind in the courtyard. It has come back with you. It is the quiet space behind your eyes. The soft focus of your hearing. The patient ground of your breathing. You carry the courtyard within you now. Not as a memory, but as a way of seeing. A way of listening. A way of being present. In the coming hours, you might glance at a floor and see the play of light upon it. You might hear a distant, solitary sound and let it bring you back to now. You might feel a breeze against your skin and recognize it as a constant, gentle reminder. The ordinary world is full of such details, overlooked, waiting, each one an invitation to clarity, an invitation to see the pattern within the chaos and the beauty within the order, to see your own mind in how it meets them. Do you grasp at the pattern? Or do you let it play? Do you resist the random sound? Or do you let it anchor you? This is the ongoing practice. The gentle investigation. Not in a hidden courtyard, but here, in your life. As you return fully to the room around you, carry this knowing with you. The mind that can reflect a morning sky in a puddle can also reflect the truth of this moment. Clear, undistorted, without added story. That capacity is always here. In the simplicity of a single breath, in the noticing of a single sensation, in the space between one thought and the next. You have visited a place of profound order, and you have found it was within you all along. Now, let a gentle breath deepen in your chest. A breath of integration. Feeling the solid support beneath you. Hearing the sounds of the world resuming. Knowing you are part of it all. With a softer gaze. A more patient ear. A more receptive heart. When you are ready, you may allow your eyelids to flutter open. Slowly, gently, bringing that quiet light with you into the room, into the day ahead, carrying the stillness of the courtyard, not as a retreat from the world, but as a way of being within it. More clear, more present, more truly yourself. The meditation is complete, but the awareness continues. here. And now. And now.